Hello, good day. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in ethics: moral and non moral standards. Every day, we follow different kinds of rules, expectations, and principles. Some tell us what is right or wrong, while others simply guide behavior, preference, or social order. So, how do we distinguish between moral standards and non moral standards? Let's explore. What are standards? Standards are rules, principles, norms, or expectations that guide human behavior. They help us decide what to do, how to behave, and what is acceptable and what is expected in society. However, not all standards are moral in nature. Some standards concern ethics, while others concern etiquette, culture, law, or personal taste. What are moral standards? Moral standards are norms that concern right and wrong, good and evil, and the welfare of others. They guide actions that affect human dignity, justice, fairness, honesty, responsibility, respect for life, and the common good. Moral standards are usually considered more serious because violating them can harm people or damage relationships. Examples of moral standards includes: do not steal, do not lie, respect others, help those in need, keep your promises, treat people fairly. These standards are often linked to conscience and moral accountability. Next is characteristics of moral standards. The moral standards usually have these features. First, they concern human welfare. This characteristic, they protect people from harm and promote well-being. The second characteristic is they are based on reason. They can be defended through ethical thinking, not just preference. Third, they are universal in scope. In this characteristic, they often apply to all persons, not just specific group. Fourth is they involve obligations. In this characteristic, we feel that we ought to follow them. Lastly, they carry accountability. In this characteristic, violating them can lead to guilt, blame, or moral criticism. What are non-moral standards? Non-moral standards are rules or expectations that do not directly concern right and wrong in the ethical sense. They guide behavior in areas such as etiquette, customs, traditions, law, religions, institutional policy, aesthetics, and personal preference. Examples include: dress formally at a wedding, use polite table manners, wear school uniform, follow company schedule, support your favorite sports team, and prefer coffee over tea. Breaking these standards may cause inconvenience, embarrassment, or social disapproval, but not always moral wrongdoing. Next is the types of non-moral standards. First is social standards. This standard, it customs and etiquette such as greeting politely or dressing appropriately. The second one is legal standards. These standards, it rules created by government and enforced by law. Not all laws are moral, and not all moral issues are legal issues. The third one is religious standards. These standards, It practices specific to faith traditions such as fasting days or rituals. The fourth one is organizational standards. In these standards, it rules within school, companies, or institution. And lastly, personal standards. In these standards, it individual preferences, habits, and lifestyle choices. Next is the key difference between moral and non-moral standards. The main difference is this. Moral standards concern ethical right and wrong, especially regarding harm, justice, and human dignity. Non-moral standards concern order, preference, culture, or convenience, but not necessarily morality. For example, being late to a meeting may violate a non-moral standard of punctuality, but lying to deceive someone violates a moral standard honesty. Can non-moral standards become moral issues? Yes, sometimes they can. For example, a dress code becomes moral if it discriminates unfairly. A company policy becomes moral if it exploits workers. A law becomes moral if it protects right, or immoral if it violates them. This shows that ethics often evaluates other standards. Why this topic matters. Understanding moral and non-moral standards help us avoid confusing etiquette with ethics, distinguish social pressure from true morality, make wiser decisions, think critically about rules and traditions, prioritize justice over mere conformity. Not every rule is a moral rule. To summarize with, moral standards guide us in the matters of right and wrong. They involve justice, responsibility, and concern for others. Non-moral standards guide behavior in customs, law, policy, and preferences. Knowing the difference helps us live not just by rules, but by wisdom and conscience. And that's all about the topic about non-moral standards and moral standards. Thank you and have a good day.